So you are standing in the dome-shaped room where you have met Lady White several times, and she just proved that she knows Froggy better than either Urag or Ilana because by casting Zone of Truth, or having Carlotta cast Zone of Truth.
Yes.
And proving that he stole your shit, which Jake doesn't care. Jake didn't care, but that was the point. What do you, Jake? Stop! We can hear you. You're interrupting.
Oh, sorry. I was doing my Urag warm up.
You're just Urag'Thak. Urag'Thak.
We also found We also found out that Froggy really does think of Urag as a friend.
Yeah. I also like that you.
Or does he?
No. Well, you were magically forced to tell the truth, so yes.
Yeah, but opinions can change, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
All right.
That's true, but I don't think that.
I just want to make sure Jake is on the edge of his seat. All right.
Okay.
Cool. So we're off to see the vampire.
Yes. But real quick, I have something I want to ask Carlotta.
Oh fuck. Okay.
What's that?
Okay, you are being ushered out of this room as Carlotta is ushering you back into the locker room. The room with the lockers in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And as soon as the door is closed, she says, Lady White has always... Oh no, this is not my voice. Lady White has always been a tricky one, yes? She is quick-witted and would take no bullshit.
So it would seem.
Yes. Yes. Urag, you have a question?
Yes, I do, and I would kind of prefer if I were to ask you it alone. It's a rather personal.
Very well. You may hold it until we are preparing to leave. There's no privacy in this room, at least. And she unlocks the lockers, and you guys take your stuff back out. And then she says, "The Isle of Snowdown, where you will be traveling to meet Countess Eliza Darson, is warded from teleportation magic. So I cannot take you there. I cannot take you there instantly. However, once we are on the island, my computer's having issues with the internet."
No!
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
I can hear you.
Good. Good. You didn't miss anything then.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
You did not.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Someone's thumping around on the floor above me. Shut the fuck up!
Yeah!
They can't
Sorry.
hear you.
Do
Okay.
what they
Give
said.
me just a moment.
Clementine. Clemmy?
Okay.
What's
Okay.
wrong with your tail? Why is it doing that?
Okay, I'm using my data now for my computer as well as my phone, so we'll see
Oh,
how well
God.
this goes. We've got an
Okay.
unlimited plan, so this should be fine, but let's hope. Let's hope that my LTE stays fine. Okay. Oh man, so they rolled. Okay, hold on, real quick. They rolled 5G towers out recently.
Mm-hmm.
And Like, I had no idea that they were actually out until I went to visit my parents, and I suddenly had a 5G connection. we don't have one up here. We don't have it up here. It's bad.
Dude, don't you know that 5G makes you
No, that's not true.
You know what? Yeah,
It's not true.
yeah, it is.
It's not
Don't you know
fucking
that
true.
5G makes your eyeballs grow 0.5 times the size of your pupil?
It makes your eyeballs shrink?
Yes.
Okay, so that isn't true, Jonathan. And I don't know how much of The Onion you've been reading, but that's not true. Okay? Okay. Anyway, Carlotta says, once we are on the island, we can travel wherever. However, we must reach its shores by boat. So I hope you're all ready to get on a boat. It's only about an hour's trip, though, so it won't be very long. Urag, you may save your question until we are on the boat, and we'll have some privacy if you wish to ask it to me alone.
Yes.
Very well. Then let us go to the docks. And she waves her hand, and the portal opens up, and it looks like you're looking up at the surface of water from the bottom of a pool.
Oh.
Because that got cut out of the last episode, I think. Because it was after the cliffhanger. It was after Froggy's exclamation of whatever. Anyway, and you step through the portal, and you are standing on the dock at the edge of Caer Callidyr. And there is a big ship. Sort of. It's about half the size of the Kettleston, which is Salamander's ship. It's got a crew of like 6 people. And Carlotta kind of holds her hand out and gestures for you 3 to board it first, and then she follows you. And as the ship sets sail, Carlotta speaks to the captain, and he nods his head, and then she gestures for Urag to enter the cabin at the top of the ship with her.
All right, yeah. Okay, yeah. I walk in, and I ask her. So I have a bit of a question about the vampire whom we are about to meet.
Ask away.
Specifically about the sorts of powers a vampire can possess.
Tell me what you have heard, and I will.
I've heard tales of some very powerful magic people being able to bring back the dead.
That would be a necromancer.
Can vampires still do that?
Perhaps that question would be better posed to Countess Darrison herself.
I was thinking of that, but I thought that
I
starting with a big question
perhaps,
like that could be rude.
Yes, it would perhaps be rude. Allow me to tell you what I know. Lady Erliza has been the hierarch of the Isle of Snowdown for and she takes a moment. She puts her hand to her chin for a moment. She says, 300 or 400 years now? I have met her only once. She appears young, although she carries the experience of many of of your lifetimes, perhaps. And I mean, I'm an elf, so I will live. Perhaps I will live a very long time. Perhaps longer than you. Perhaps I already have.
Yeah,
I'm certain I already have.
Is an elf.
Then you're familiar. She will outlive even myself.
Oh. Is there a limit to her lifespan?
As far as I am aware, there is not. The only limit would be her death at the hand of another.
That's some neat stuff.
You... As far as I know of her powers, I only know of her long life and her dominion over animals and the ability to transform into them.
Like bats and stuff?
Bats, wolves, cats, birds, all manner of any
like
lesser being.
Bumblemore.
Can I knock on the door?
Yeah.
Knock.
Oh. Who is
That's some
it?
great Foley work there, guys. Thank you very much.
It's me. Are you two done in there?
Just about.
Well,
I'm asking her some questions about my hammer she fixed.
Yeah, that's totally fixed. I can hear myself out of somebody. It's John.
Can you now? Probably.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah. Let me see. Real quick. Let me just. I gotta turn you down. Okay, try talking.
Yeah. La, 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 la. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Crap. Okay. It probably reset my sensitivity, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me see here. Okay.
Blah 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 blah. Nope, that's even worse.
That's worse?
Yeah, that's worse.
So am I doing it the opposite way? Try talking?
La la la. La 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 la. That's better. Much better.
Better?
Yep.
Okay. So let me know if it happens again.
Okay.
Next time on Business with a Vampire, we might actually beat the vampire.
Now it's
See you
happening
later,
to
folks.
Jake too. Now it's happening with Jake's voice too.
No.
Oh yeah, so Jake just lied to me. Can I roll for that?
Yeah.
What?
Can I roll to see that he lied to me?
Zone
He
of
said he
truth.
can't-
Zone of truth affects an area, not a time limit. So you left that room. You're no longer oath. You're no longer under
Yeah.
oath.
I guess I'll have to roll deception.
I mean, yeah, or Froggy can just take it at face value.
I'm not gonna take that at
Okay,
face value.
yeah, roll deception, Jake.
All right.
And Froggy roll insight.
Okay.
By the way, the hammer is totally fixed. She cast mending on it, or on the
Awesome.
the handle. There are no splinters whatsoever, and the head is undamaged because it's magic.
All right.
Oh, Morthal only got to use that spell once.
That's
And I
because
was,
you kept trying to use it
excited
on
about it.
big shit. That's because you kept trying to use it on big things, and it's limited to a 1 foot just area.
Okie dokes. Godzilla.
No one is going to know who Morphle is, and I like that.
I got a 10.
10. What did Froggy get?
I got a 15.
Okay, yeah, he's
Damn.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I know that's not true at all. So you're going to tell me the truth, or
He was listening
Do I need
through the door. Shouts a lot.
you cut out?
A lot of shouts.
You cut out. What'd
He
you
was
say?
listening through
Froggy,
the door.
Froggy. This is a very personal matter. Very personal matter with me. I'd rather not talk about it if that's okay with you.
I'm sorry, what? Carlotta looks confused. You haven't actually gotten to anything personal yet, Jake.
I'm coming
Yes.
in.
Oh shit.
All right, I walk in.
Hi,
Oh.
Froggy.
Whatever you have to say to her, you can say it in front of my face. We're friends, after all. I feel like
Roll
you
deception.
should be able
Alright,
to
alright,
trust
I'm-
me with this.
I'm just embarrassed, that's all.
About what exactly?
I was asking if the Countess is able to bring people back to life.
Oh.
Why would you ask anything about that?
Oh. Ethan, just came to a realization.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Carlotta says the vampire would probably not, unless she
Would she like...
unless she is a practiced necromancer. I don't believe that she would. Her vampiric ability to command the dead works only on those whose blood she has drained.
I see. So if I were perhaps
From
to
the
have
living.
the corpse on
No.
me, like, could I give it to her and she could
No.
drink up and then he'd be a vampire, or she. It's not necessarily a he.
From
It might be. You'll never know.
So it's definitely a he. From
Ura.
my understanding,
Cannot-
the vampire's power works as such, and she kind of holds her hand. She kind of she does some like gestures in the air, and like I don't know, like a little cartoon like graphic pops up, and she says, "The vampire may drink the blood of another." And there are two results. They will either become a ghoul or a vampire. The difference is whether the recipient of the bite is, shall we say, pure.
Oh yeah, then I don't want a ghoul.
This only works on the living, first and foremost.
Oh.
I do not believe she would be able to raise one from the dead.
Never mind then. It's fine. It's fine.
That
Maybe after we finish our tasks, I could ask Lady White to hook me up.
I don't think she would do that for you.
Necromancy is has been outlawed
So
for many years.
we'd have to do it on the down low. And just like my face changes. Looks kind of cold but scared.
I mean, it perhaps, although we have not had reports of a necromancer in the Moonshay Isles, or, as far as I'm aware, any other parts of the world, for about 80 years.
Wait. I pull out the paper of the wanted poster.
Except him.
Yes, that's perfect.
Well,
We'll find this common criminal.
Also, although the Black Mage Mirlaviniak was slain 80 years ago, and he was the
Was
last.
he?
Yes, although there have been reports of one. There have been reports of him around, or at least one using his name, using his identity.
I see.
Unless
So he really can do this stuff. If he can bring himself back, he can bring back my stupid brother. I mean, someone else.
Urag.
Jake, it's been
Yeah.
about a month, by the way.
Yeah, I'm kind of like hiding my face now.
That's not going to work.
Yes, it is.
No, it won't.
Okay,
Is do.
If you really think that this would work, then you can have this, and maybe you'll find him. I hand him the wanted poster.
Hold on, I'm just gonna look real quick because.
I'm gonna look too. Look at my cat. Hello, Clementine.
Okay, so that one would work. Okay, there is one that would work, but
Woohoo!
oh no, there are two that would work. However,
Woohoo!
you would have to find like literally the most powerful necromancer ever.
Okay, let's go do that then.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Carlotta says, even if you were to resurrect one from the dead, if any of the Inquisitors found out, you would be burned at the stake for your crimes, along with those who were resurrected, and the wizard who performed this act.
Wow. Well,
As well as any who consorted with you or the resurrected.
well, that just made my. Oh my. I kind of start to get a bit dizzy.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, I think I might. They're Froggy catch me.
Okay,
It's not going to catch you.
Rug falls over as Alana pushes the door open, just like very quietly. She says, we're about there. We're about there.
It wasn't me.
Okay. And she leaves. You outside can hear the captain shouting, "Land ho!" and like you hear the sound of the sail being wrapped up, and there's like stuff happening outside, and it's definitely been an hour. Definitely. Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
It's definitely been an hour, I say sarcastically. You had like a 5-minute conversation. Anyway, you have arrived at the Isle of Snowdown, which most of it is actually not covered in snow. However, there does seem to be there's a big mountain kind of in the middle of it that definitely has snow on the top. And kind of like nestled into the side of the mountain, you can see a big fortress with twisted spires and kind of seemingly emanating from the top of it, there is a swirling cloud which covers the entire island, giving it kind of a darkened, like, either about to storm or just having finished storming vibe, like over the entire island.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay, as I get off, I just say, "Oh man, maybe I think I might need some water or something, and to sit down on something that's not that rocky boat. No offense."
You do not have the luxury right now. You must complete your tasks for Lady White.
Oh, where do we have some sort of time limit?
Yes, she has almost finished lining up your third task. And that one must begin very soon, by sundown today.
All right. Okay, then let's go. I'll walk it off. Oh, I need to prepare what I'm going to say.
Fantastic. She waves her hand and a portal.
Alana.
She waves her hand and a portal appears, and through the portal you can see the front gate of this big black fortress.
Oh,
And there's
okay,
some
yeah,
like
right.
snowflakes coming through the portal.
Alana, did you remember to bring my flashcards?
I don't think you ever made flashcards or ever gave those to me.
Yeah.
No, I left the flashcards back in my room.
Oh well.
It's
Well,
okay.
it's
It's
too
okay.
late now.
I'll wing it. I'll wing
Okay.
it. I'll wing it.
Come on! Okay,
Huge synergy.
plants her hands between your shoulder blades and just pushes you through the... She's just like, come on, and just like walks you through the portal. You're gonna be fine. Come on. Let's go.
Yes. How does my hair look, too? Should I comb it again?
It's fine. Here, do you want the tie with the bats on it?
Yes,
This is
please.
the only thing that you told me to get.
You know what? I think she would actually prefer if it was no tie at all. I mean, she's a vampire. Maybe not having formal look is a kind of a good thing.
No.
You might be right, Froggy. Kind of entice her with my delicious juiciness.
Wait, but have you ever heard a
that's
story about a
not what I
vampire who
meant.
wasn't like super fancy?
Yes,
No,
actually.
never.
You ever heard of Dracula? He was never a fan. At least that's what my mother told me when I was little.
I want to know.
Wow. I always heard.
Okay, hold
stories
on.
of
No,
Dracula being
hold on.
very fancy.
No, hold on. Jonathan, I know you're referring to Bram Stoker's Dracula, where he's like super ugly and stuff, but I'd like to.
Am I? I just said
Yeah,
Dracula.
no, that's like the whole point. But I'd like to refer you to Carmilla, who the first female vampire who had a book written about her, and she was fancy as fuck, and also a lesbian, but fancy as fuck.
Fancy as fuck.
Yeah.
No. All the stories I heard of Dracula also had his son Alucard and Alucard's friends Trevor and Cypher.
Nope.
They were
This is
very
getting
good
cut.
stories.
This is
You know
getting
what?
cut.
You should just take out of your shoes. If you go shoeless and shirtless, I think it's good.
Maybe like one of you should like oil me up. Just like
Nope, we're not
Make
doing
me
that.
look
Okay, you're
extra
standing
juicy.
in front of this fortress. Alana says, just pick a fucking tie. Let's go.
You're right.
Come
You're
on.
right. You're right.
I
Blood red
have to
or black?
insist, friend, that
Blood
you do
red.
not wear a tie.
How about
I'm
you
gonna
put a
go
tie
with
on,
bats.
Froggy? How about you put a tie on?
I'm not putting the tie on.
Come on, here you go. She holds out. I don't know. It's like green.
Okay, I don't know how to wear a tie.
Okay, you wrap it, just kind of like wrap it around your arm, I guess.
Sure.
Okay. You guys are having this exchange in the front. Everyone has some fancy neckwear now. Urag, what color is the tie that you've put on?
No tie, please, Jake.
No, please
No,
put a tie on.
Mine's
do not.
one.
It completes the look. It's Urag's thing. You gotta set yourself apart from the other orcs.
Yeah. And as we go in, I whisper at everyone, "Don't worry if this doesn't work out. I also have a contingency plan."
Is it the one with the bats? The bats look good. The bats look good.
Yeah, it's the bat tie.
Fantastic. They're like really nicely embroidered and stuff. Yeah, it's good.
All right.
Okay, and
Let's
Alana's
knock on
got
the door.
her bright blue scarf on. Okay, you knock on the door. It's a gigantic ass wooden door with wrought iron kind of pattern. It's like wrought iron patterns that basically just like stuck on the outside as like reinforcement and decoration. And there's like a big knocker that somebody grabs and like knocks on the door with. And the door, as soon as you use the knocker, the door just kind of like swings inward. And the room inside is pitch dark.
Ladies first.
Okay. And Alana puts one hand on her rapier and just kind of like carefully steps into the room, and she's just enveloped by darkness. About 6 steps in.
I step in after her.
Before he steps in, I rip off his tie.
No.
Yes.
Okay, make a strength check.
Okay.
Against the tie.
Oh, okay. 17.
Okay, nope. Nope, because I rolled a nat 20.
Goddamn.
That's not even a joke. I
really wish I had a
rolled nat
modifier for my strength. That's fine.
Okay, you grab Urag's tie, but he just like walks past and it like slips out of your hand, and then he is enveloped in darkness. About 6 steps in.
And as I go in, I kind of holler out, "Greetings!
Do you want me to write her
Urag'Thak.
name into the
Yes,
chat?
Owner and proprietor of the Blue Unicorn establishment.
Hey,
and I am here to discuss business with the Countess."
is there a way I can not go in through the front door? Can I like, I don't know, maybe it's like a side entrance or like somewhere I can sneak in?
Around the back. I love it.
Or like maybe the window I can just watch this through.
Yes, but do you really want to do that?
I really do.
Okay, you can just like hang out at the front door, I guess.
But you said I could sneak in.
No, okay. I mean, yeah, you can try and sneak in through the front door, or there's a big stained glass window depicting depicting like a purple flower just above the giant door.
Okay. Can I climb up and look through?
Yeah.
Can I see anything?
Nope.
Well, I have cat eyes. What am I doing?
Nope, it's pitch dark in there.
Oh. My cat eyes don't do anything.
Nope, because it's magic.
Oh. Wait, why'd you tell it? Damn it. Okay,
because
never mind. That's
because
fine.
you'd be able to see in otherwise. This is
no, that should be obvious.
Yeah, this should be obvious. Like you would be able to see in otherwise.
Okay.
Because there's
so
light
let me
coming
just-
through the door, and it stops about 6
Right.
It stops about 6 feet in.
Okay, I'll just watch anyway. Yeah, I'll just sit up on the window and just watch, see what happens,
Okay.
see if it goes away.
Okay, you hear a voice that sounds like it's behind you while you're like on the wall that says, "Are you coming in?"
I turn around, I don't see anybody, so I keep looking through the window.
I don't take lightly to eavesdroppers.
I'm not eavesdropping, I am just making sure that my friends make it in safely.
They are in.
I'm not dropping no eaves, sir.
I wasn't dropping no eaves, sir. I promise. I heard something about the ring and the end of the world.
I do not see my friends.
And the end of the world. They are in there.
I do not see them, so I do not know if they are safe.
We cannot begin without you, magic frog.
Just show me that they are okay, and I will go in.
Sure.
There is no reason to be showing this darkness, whatever it may be.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, that's a nat 20, but I have to add my wisdom. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Okay.
That's just a nat 20.
Okay.
Mhm.
A black fog envelops, like, basically you standing on the wall, and you feel something poking around in your thoughts.
Oh god.
But you don't feel it take anything.
Okay.
You don't feel it take. You don't feel whatever's poking around take hold, and then you hear the voice again that says, "We'll be beginning with or without you. It's your choice."
What do I get if I join in? Do I get a nice prize?
the
Maybe
voice-
some candy?
The voice does not respond, but the door slowly begins to close itself.
Okay. I rush down there and go through.
Okay. You slip between the two big doors before just as they kind of slam shut, and the moment you are enveloped in pitch darkness, the room lights up. And you're standing in a great hall. There are kind of purple curtains around the large windows on either side, and there's a large wooden table laid out in the center of it, in the center of the room. There's kind of a red carpet with gold trim leading from the door to the carpet, and then it kind of like goes around the table. Then it kind of goes around the table and up 2 flights of stairs on either side of the back end of the wall, back end of the room, which kind of have a balcony up between them, and seated at the table are Alana and Urag'Thak, and standing on the balcony is a girl with blonde like bright blonde hair, who is wearing kind of a purple kind of sundress, who looks maybe somewhere between 14 and 19. You're not quite sure. And she says, "How nice of you to join us. Please,
you're
have
welcome.
a seat, Magic Frog."
I sit next to Alana.
Okay. So between them?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You sit between them?
Sorry.
Okay. As you walk to the table, you have no idea where he came from. There is a man dressed up as a butler who like pulls your chair out for you, and he says, "Your seat, sir."
I jump. Wait. Don't jump out at like that. Good to... Sit down.
"Hubert, we talked about this. You can't appear out of nowhere." "My apologies, my lady." And he he produces a napkin and some silverware out of his breast pocket and lays them on the table next to in front of you, and he says, "Dinner will be served shortly." And then you don't know where he goes.
That guy is creepy.
And
What do you mean, Froggy? He's fancy. Just like this whole wonderful castle you have, Miss Countess.
Yeah, just like your bat tie. That's so fancy.
It is fancy. Thanks for noticing, Froggy. I was a little bit afraid you didn't like it.
Suddenly, this girl is like leaning over Urag's shoulder and looking at the tie. She's like, she nods in approval, and then takes her seat on the opposite side of the table from you. And she says, "I do not often have visitors, especially those from the other Isles of Moonshay. Please, tell me why are you here?"
Yes, I am Chief Urag'Thak, and me and my compatriots come here as...
Of what?
The orcs.
Of being an idiot.
I am not an idiot, Froggy.
As
I'm
far as I heard,
that tie is ridiculous. Why do you even wear that thing?
Silence.
Because they're bats.
You don't have a shirt to put it on.
No, you suddenly find yourselves unable to speak. You're moving your mouths. There is no sound coming out.
Oh.
And the girl says, I will not deal with bothersome quarreling at my table.
I mouthed sorry
we will
to her.
speak rationally or not at all. Do you understand?
Put my thumb up.
I nod.
Very well. And your voices are returned. She says,
As I was saying.
As the last time I heard, the orcs were scattered across the Felicity Wilds, and they fall under no banner. So
I have, of sorts, recently become the chief. Yes, I am unable to lead my people at the moment, though, due to some unforeseen circumstances.
Unforeseen.
Yes.
The large army of Waterdeep was unforeseen?
No. The, death of the King of Waterdeep being blamed on me was unforeseen.
Oh, yeah. That is completely unforeseen. He led us into a trap, you oaf.
Once again,
yes.
We will speak rationally or not at all.
I just motion to Froggy like
this is not me. This is not me saying this. This is the character wants straight answers and no arguing. I'm perfectly happy to let Froggy fucking argue with Urag any other day. I like this character choice, but I'm also making a character choice for Countess Darrison.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Countess. We were sent by Lady White to talk you out of expanding your territories. I don't know how we're going to do that, but apparently my associate here thinks that he will strike a deal with you, but that is why we are here.
You were sent by the Thieves Guild.
That is correct. Against our willing, for the most part.
We were it doesn't matter. We are here, and we will come to an agreement.
Okay. She stands up and she begins pacing, kind of She doesn't have a beard to stroke, but she like is stroking her chin. She just kind of like walks across the room and then back, and she says, Lady White is ever the trickster. Jake, don't breathe into the microphone.
Oh, sorry.
Lady White is ever the trickster, and those
So
who
I've
enjoy
hearing.
the tricks rarely come as their own emissaries.
What are you saying? That this is some kind of I can't think of the word, but you know what I mean.
A ruse? A trap?
Yes, a trap, a ruse.
Dishonest deal?
Yes.
If it were anyone else, I might suspect that. However, I've never known Lady White to be anything but brutally honest.
Yes, she is quite honest.
She may hide parts of the truth, but I have never known her to lie outright. Very well,
Do
I
you
will
know-
negotiate with you.
All right.
What are the terms that she sent you out to determine?
We are supposed to talk you out of expanding your territory by force.
By force? Well, I suppose it would be a shame to go to war with all of Moonshay. Although it has been such a long time since I've been in a battle.
Let me guess. You want us to fight you?
No, you would not pose any form of challenge.
Are you sure about that? Because we have been quite on an adventure.
You blink, and she has a dagger to your throat. She's gone from one end of the room to the other in half of a second, and now she has a dagger to your throat, and she whispers in your ear, I'm quite sure.
And okay, I don't flinch or anything. I put my finger on the dagger and I push it away, and I smile and say, "What'd be cool? What'd be really cool?" Man,
She's
coming up with stuff on the spot is kind of hard.
She returns to her chair and she sits down and she says, "Very well, we shall negotiate."
All right. Now, as I am aware, you have only recently considered expanding your territory in this manner. If it's not of any inconvenience to you or anything, might I ask why now?
My subjects have grown in number, and there are not enough fertile lands on this island to grow crops to accommodate all of them.
That makes sense.
And as I have worked tirelessly to earn their trust and their respect, I would not prefer to turn them into ghouls to save on resources.
Yes.
So you can see the bind I'm in. I need more space. And I highly doubt that any of the other isles would give it to me willingly.
Yeah.
And it would be unfavorable to convince them through any means other than traditional diplomacy.
Yes. I have an idea. Which is completely up to you to decide if you want to go through with it. But we happen to know a powerful wizard. We might be able to ask him to see if there's any sort of magical wizarding alternative.
You see, I know a powerful wizard as well, and he has offered the use of his army. None of my subjects would take any casualties, and his army are not, shall we say, living or unliving.
Okay, I look over at Urag with interest. I move my eyebrows.
I ask, is he some sort of necromancer? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, so you have heard of his return.
Yes. I kind of smile and look a bit excited.
The Black Mage MinorIllusionShow has offered the use of his creations to aid me in the claiming of new lands. And just to be clear, the terms of our deal were that I bring him your heads as well as the heads of the Inquisitors.
Why
What?
our heads specifically?
Okay.
We don't know
Urag.
him.
You
Urag.
pose a certain threat. Now, I have not made any certain deals. So, perhaps we can negotiate.
Yes. Negotiation. So,
Alana says,
more land.
then let us perhaps negotiate as friends instead of those who might be killing each other at any moment.
Yeah, what can we do to help you out? I guess really what we want to get to here. Maybe there's someone you want killed off, or maybe there's something you just want.
Yes, we are very handy people.
Surprisingly so.
There is not much that I want that I believe you might be able to give me.
Surprise us.
Very well. Convince The... Very well. You wish to negotiate as friends?
Yes.
Well, my friends call me Liz. Others address me by my full title.
All
Sorry.
right. Well then, Liz, you can.
What you
Just
will
call
address
me-
me as remains to
Oh.
be seen. Negotiate.
Okay,
Negotiate with
I'm sorry.
the colored lords. Lady Red, Lady White, and Lord Black. Negotiate with them. Farmland on Caer Callidyr for my subjects. And a portion of the land to be under my rule. No, I don't think Caer Callidyr is the city. Hold on, I made a mistake. On the Isle of shit. Hold on.
Isle of shit. I don't
No,
like that.
on the isle, negotiate farmland for my subjects on the Isle of Alaron to be cordoned off and placed under my rule, and we will have a deal. In the meanwhile, I will be holding on to your friend as collateral. And she leans across the table and brushes Alana's cheek with her hand.
All right.
Alana does her best to not react. But you see, she's, like, terrified of... Not of, like... whatever, but she's a fucking vampire, so...
Yeah.
It's hard not to be.
Okay, so. Okay. Got it. I guess you two have fun.
Very well.
Yep. You'll have fun. Right here.
Very well. The isle is warded against teleportation on and off, except by my hand. And she snaps her fingers, and Hubert appears, the butler, and he says, "Right this way, sirs."
Ah! What? Where does he come from?
He, like, walks out from behind a pillar.
That is
Wow.
insanely creepy.
I ask Hubert, I don't mean to be rude or something, but are you also a vampire? That the speed at which you move is fascinating.
Of course. And he bows low for you, and flashes his fangs.
Wow. That's
Although
nice.
I was
That's
created
strange.
by the Countess, and therefore I am under her control. Well, I'm sort of under oath, shall we say.
Oh, that's neat. We're under oath too. I show him the little
The rook?
tattoo mark.
Yeah. He has a look at it and he says, very interesting. And then he opens a door for you, and you can see inside the door basically it's a room, and it's filled with, like, it looks like a set of standing stones arranged in a circle in the room, except that they are made out of this, it looks like purple quartz. Gigantic purple quartz crystals.
Amethyst?
Nope, quartz comes in purple.
Amethyst. Yes.
It's called amethyst. Yeah. Okay. No,
Yeah.
you're right. So I'm not wrong. I'm just being more
you're not.
specific than you.
Yeah.
Is that true? Yeah. Purple quartz, also known as amethyst. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's purple. Yeah, it's amethyst. They're very like, it's yeah, yeah, it's amethyst. And he places his hand on one of the stones, and a portal appears in the center of the circle, and you can see the domed room of the Thieves Guild inside. Not even the locker room this time.
Wow. Wow.
And Alana,
Thank you very much.
says, "Be careful, please. Be careful."
Don't worry. Careful is my middle name.
Okay.
Except it's not.
Yeah, I really, not really is or anything.
Okay. And Hubert gestures and he says, "Right this way, sirs."
All right. See y'all in a little while.
And as you step through the portal, you hear Eliza say, "We're going to have so much fun." Hey, thanks for listening to episode 20 of the Minor Illusion Dungeons and Dragons podcast. I'm Ethan, the Dungeon Master here, and I just really want to say thank you very much for listening to our show. And before I let you get back to it, I have a couple of things to say. First of all, if you want to help support us, you can find a link to our Patreon in the description, as well as links to all of our social media stuff. And well, there's not a lot to say this time. We just started our Cyberpunk 2020 campaign, so if you want to go listen to that, it's the first episode is on our channel here somewhere. You should go listen to that. It's pretty good, and the next episode will be up next week, as well as next week with an episode of Dungeons and Dragons. We'll be uploading the Cyberpunk episodes every other week until we finish the D&D campaign, at which point then it will take over as the weekly episode, which I promise we're gonna stick to from now on. I hope. But yeah, thanks for listening, and to get back to the show, go check us out on our stuff and support us on Patreon if you really want us to be able to keep doing the show and have a better production value. Yeah, thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye! You're standing in the domed room now, and it's empty. It's empty.
Oh, is anyone here? Lords and ladies of the guild,
Okay.
we return with news.
The door into the locker room opens behind you, and you hear Carlotta go, "What the fuck? How's it? What? How? How the hell are you here? I did not bring you back."
Yes, the Countess teleported ourselves back personally.
Where's Elana?
She is staying back as collateral. Don't you just love
You
to
realize
know?
how sketchy that sounds, right?
Wait, am I with
Yes.
him? I thought I was behind with Alana. At least that's
No,
what
no,
I...
no, no. Just,
No, you're
just,
with
just, she's just keeping Alana.
Oh.
She's just holding on to Alana.
Okay.
I'm not gonna leave you there and let Jake do the negotiating in like role-playing game. Like, this is a role-playing game.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
This is a role-playing game. I want you both to get to roleplay.
Yes, she wanted us to talk to the lords or whatever have you about the
Lords
negotiations.
and ladies.
Lady.
Yes, she wants to negotiate with you guys as well to come to an agreement.
Does she wish for the lords to enter her fortress? Or are you her emissaries now?
I suppose we're her emissaries of sort.
Listen, we
I'd
are just here
imagine
to
if
discuss the.
I'd imagine if she wanted the lords and ladies to come with us, she would have. She would still have the portal open.
It is still open.
Oh, okay, it is still open.
Carlotta's leaning around it to look at you.
Okay, then, I don't know. Do you think we're emissaries, Jonathan?
No, I mean, are we? I mean, we're just. No, we're not. Shut up. That would imply that we are on her side.
No,
in
basically,
some form.
do you think your Eliza wants you to do the negotiating for her, or does she want you to bring the Thieves Guild leaders back into her fortress to talk to her themselves?
Oh, definitely not the latter. I don't think.
Okay, fantastic. Carlotta says, just give me a moment. And she closes the door, and for about 45 seconds you hear nothing, and then all three of the portals on the opposite end of the room flare up, and the three lords of the Thieves Guild enter the room, and they say... And the first thing you hear is Lord Black, who says, "Your tasks are not completed. Why have you returned?"
Well, we didn't really get the choice. We were sent here by the Countess to discuss the terms that she has set.
We are here to negotiate with y'all about the negotiation that we are doing with the Countess.
Don't listen to him. We just need to discuss what she really wants out of this.
Lady Red says, "Very well, then proceed." Yes,
right.
Get on with it.
She wants farmland from around... Oh, crap. Name. It was Alron. Thank you. It was like right on the tip of my tongue. She wants some farmland from Alron to be kind of sectioned off and to be under her control, so she can continue to feed her.
Basically, she needs some land for her people. That is all she really is asking for. From what I can tell, I don't think she is on one side or another. As long as we can give her what she wants and have a mutual agreement, then I think that will work out.
She works only in the interest of her own people?
Yes, from what I have gathered. And she has a really creepy butt. Seems to just appear.
He's not creepy, he's fancy. And when all this is over, I want to be friends with him.
I see you. So I see you met Hubert then.
Yes.
Very, very well. We shall discuss it among ourselves and return. We shall discuss it among ourselves and give you an answer. And they kind of huddle together in the room, and you can hear them speaking in hushed whispers. Please make perception checks.
Son of a
Godzilla.
bitch. Son of a bitch, dude.
Oh,
7.
That's a 1.
That's a 7.
Okay, I'm gonna let you try again.
Okay.
Because...
Switching D20s.
Dear God.
I got an even worse number.
Fucking hell, dude.
I got 6.
Okay, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception?
Yeah, it should be 10
I got
plus your
3.
perception mod. Okay, what are your passive
and mine's
perception?
10.
Mm,
10 plus plus your perception.
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That was a clusterfuck. Okay, you fantastic. You guys notice that something is like different about the lords than last time. Previously they all wore cloaks which just barely brushed the ground, and masks, and there were no physical features about them. However, today you can see that Lord Black is not wearing a cloak at all. You can see he has nice black hair that has been brushed back with just the start of gray happening on the sides at his temples, and he's wearing kind of like a nice like suit. Lady Red.
I kind of.
He still has the mask on though. Lady Red is wearing her cloak, but her hood is down, and you can see that she is a dark elf. Her her hair is kind of her hair is short and kind of like a little frizzy, but just the same silver white as Carlotta's, and her ears stick out from her hair. Lady White is still wearing her full getup though. She's got her cloak on, hood drawn up, mask on, all of that. However, you can see something moving underneath her robe. As she has her
underneath
back.
her robe?
Her cloak, as she has her back turned to you.
It's a little man. It's just 3 children stacked on top of each other.
She probably has a tail.
She's a lizard. What if...
Or another cat.
Don't say
maybe.
Or maybe she's some sort of devil.
Are you having this conversation? Are you having this conversation?
Yeah, I don't know. Are we?
Are you?
No.
No.
Okay.
This is just me thinking. I'm pretty sure Urag does not know too much about the descriptions of devils.
Okay. Does he know what a tiefling is?
Yes, he does know what a tiefling
so
is.
You discount that she is a tiefling as... Okay, you think it's unlikely that she is a tiefling because she speaks with no infernal accent, and so she would have had to speak a lot of common, almost exclusively for a very long time, and she has no horns, which is possible, but they would have had to have been broken. So you think you can safely rule out her being a tiefling, aka devil person.
Does Froggy notice this, or is it both of us, or just Jake?
I imagine both of us.
Yeah, fuck it, it's both of you.
Froggy
than rolled higher than Urag.
You're right, I did.
Okay, they turn around and they say, We will grant her 100 acres of land on the southern peninsula of Alaron.
Perfect.
Under the agreement that it is only ever used for farming, and that there are no weather-altering effects over the island.
All right.
Now,
I'm sure she will be pleased to hear this.
What if she is not satisfied with these terms, and we get ourselves in a situation where that she may, I'm not really sure, attack?
Then we will come back and renegotiate, Froggy. Come on, this is negotiating magic here.
She will be pleased, or she will take it up with us herself, face to face.
All right. Then
yes. Come on, Froggy. Let's go back and tell her.
Okay.
Urag's a little too excited for this, and Carlotta says, I'm going to assume that you do not need my portal this time.
I don't know, actually.
No, this one's already still good. I don't know. I don't know much about portals. Do portals have an expiration date?
Do not be stupid, Urag. Of course they do. How else would they?
The concentration of the caster.
Ah. All right, fun. Then yeah,
Yes,
we'll
this
just go
portal.
back to
This
one.
portal expires on October 31st, 1233. No, it's not a carton of milk, Jake. Portals have an expiration date.
I know that.
Expiration
He's
date is the
asking it.
word that I have trouble with. Okay. Okay. And okay, so Lady Red kind of like waves her hand and go. Come on. Before we change our minds.
Yes.
Yes,
let's go.
yes. I step through the portal.
Fantastic.
Before I step through, I look back at Lady White with a fierce look in my eye,
Okay, she
as if trying to figure her out. I guess.
okay. Fantastic. Yeah.
If nothing happens, then I step right.
No, yeah, nothing happens. She just stares at you
Okay.
with, like, blank mask face.
Yes.
You step back through the portal. Hubert still has his hand resting on the quartz pillar, and as you both exit the portal, he removes his hand. The crystals stop glowing, and the portal fades behind you.
Thank you very much, Hubert. That is very considerate of you to keep the portal going.
From the other side of the door, you can hear Ilana going, "Oh, no, 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 no."
Okay.
Hubert, do you know what the Countess and Alana are up to?
I have not left this room. I have not left this room, sir. I almost did
All
Carlotta
right.
there.
Okay. I run in. I run in to see what's going on.
Okay, you see Alana
I just like
with...
casually stroll in.
Okay, you see Eliza leaning back in her chair, and Alana with her head on the table in front of a chessboard with all of her pieces surrounded. With her king surrounded by basically every piece of Eliza's.
Wow. How'd you manage to lose that bad, Alana?
She's very good at chess.
I'd imagine so. Having so many years to be so good at it.
You know, that completely slipped my mind when I agreed to that. And Eliza looks at you and she says, "So what did they say?"
Yes, they have come to an agreement that you will have 100 acres of farmland in the Southern Peninsula, and as long as it is used only for farming, there's no ulterior motive to it, and that you don't use any weather-affecting magic on it.
Very well. I can agree to those terms.
Wow! All right then, we have a deal.
Perfect. Then be on our way.
She steps over the table and kicks the chessboard off, and then it kind of jumps down and is right in front of you. She stands about half your height. She's like 5. No, that's not right. She's like 5 foot even, and she grabs you by the tie and drags your head down to eye level. She's got her nose right up against yours, and she says, "But if they double-cross me, make sure they know that they cannot hide."
Oh, don't worry. I assume they know that, given that Hubert over here was able to make a portal right in their special secret room.
Don't worry.
That's really some amazing portal magic.
She lets go.
I'm
She
sure-
says, "Good." And we are agreed.
I'm sure
Yes,
that
we
both
are.
of you will bark at each other long enough for us to get out of here and get along with our lives. I wish you luck in your endeavors. Although
What do you mean, Froggy? We're in this amazing castle and everything. We might as well, at least stay a while. If that's, of course, okay with the
Urag,
Countess.
I know your brain is not
He
that
is-
big, but I'm saying that
He is
it
right.
sounds like a lot of he said, she said bullshit.
He is
but,
right. Dinner is almost prepared, and I would not be a very good host if I let you leave without feeding you.
Exactly. Dinner.
Okay, you do not have to say it so ominous.
I don't see how that was ominous. Is it my voice? Is it?
It-
It's just it's just my voice.
I apologize if I came across rude. Yes, it just sounded a little scary to me.
It's hard not to with the fangs.
I wouldn't know. Actually, wait,
Actually,
would
you
I?
totally would.
Oop.
I mean, you've always had them. I have not.
Fair enough. What's for dinner? I walk out.
Out of the castle?
No, out of the room. Almost we're in the dining
Oh, okay,
room now.
okay. Yeah, you're in the dining. Well, I mean, yeah, you guys left the portal room and came into the dining room to find
Right,
them playing
okay,
chess.
Yeah.
Or-
Oh, they were okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And she
kind of asked-
says, "Hubert, what is for dinner?" And Hubert pulls from the inside breast pocket of his coat a what looks like a white handkerchief, which he unfolds into a gigantic white sheet, lays it over the table, and then pulls it off like a magic trick, and there is an entire feast covering the table. There is a suckling boar, there's bowls full of fruit and grapes and stuff, and everyone has a goblet filled with red wine, except for Eliza, whose goblet is definitely filled with blood. You can't see through it. That's how you know. And she said, Hubert says, "We have a roasted boar, whatever fruit you might take fancy to, several other food, and I can bring you anything that you might desire."
Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I haven't had a roasted boar in so long.
I mean,
Yes,
it
this
has
is
been
pretty-
like 3 weeks or a month or whatever. Yeah, since the Orcish feast at the camp.
Almost too amazing. I like. Can I
Nice.
roll? Is there something weird with the food? I feel like there's something going on.
You can roll an Arcana check or an Insight check or whatever you want.
Okay.
Alana looks at
I
it.
roll a strength check.
Alana looks at it with just basically her eyes turn into big old hearts, and she just she just begins reaching for food to put onto her plate.
Yeah, I got 15.
The food is of a magical nature. It has been placed onto the table through some form of magic. You don't know. It seems fine. You have a look at it. It seems fine.
Cool. I wait for everyone else to take
Okay.
a bite out of something.
Okay,
before I do anything.
Alana.
I take a
Yeah, you guys fill your
big
plates.
bite out of mine. Oh.
Okay, no one drops over dead.
Not yet, anyway.
Mm.
What's in my drink?
It's red wine.
Is it though?
Yes.
Oh.
You smell it. It's
Well, I
red
don't-
wine.
Okay.
And there's a bottle sitting in front of you that has been opened and most of it's poured out.
Cool. I take the nearest apple,
Okay.
and I take my. Well, hold on. I don't even remember if I have a dagger. I think I got rid of it.
There's like a table knife.
Sure, I take a table knife and I start picking away at it.
Okay. Okay, Jake, don't do that, please. Jake, okay, stop! That's so gross. It's like
ASMR.
I'm sorry. I think it's like Urag's thing now. This is how Urag eats.
oh my god. Okay, but stop now. We got the idea. Okay. You take a bite out of the apple. It is fantastic. It's a really good apple. And as you guys are eating, Hubert pulls a chair up and he sits like on the far end of the table from you guys and like eats his food as well. Well, he mostly eats like a couple vegetables and like drinks a glass of blood. So does Erliza. And as you guys eat, she looks at Alana and Urag, and she says, "I know your stories. You are the daughter of a farmer. Your brother is the court diplomat, or at least he was. I don't know if that's still in effect." And Alana just like, "Yeah, I don't know either. Haven't seen him in a month." And she looks at Urag and she says, "And you were the son of the Orcish chieftain, now dead. Your brother is dead, most of your clan is dead, and the rest are scattered. But you, Magic Frog, I know nothing of your story. Please,
Okay.
tell me.
I'm.
Tell me about her."
Okay. He gives a kind of a stern look. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do.
Nope, I don't know what you're talking about. I continue to eat.
How about this? I'll make a deal with you. You tell me your story. I'll tell you where she is.
Ooh, who is?
What is this bullshit? Do you want to die? I pull out my my sword and I aim it at her.
Which sword?
Whoa! Froggy. She's just proposing a little game to guess where your friend is?
Which sword,
I
Froggy?
don't know.
You need to stay out of
Which?
this. Like you don't know anything.
Which sword?
My Swiss army.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Froggy, I mean, I just
She
figure you
says
get into
you-
my business, I get into yours.
You could not kill
I didn't
friends
really have a
do.
choice, now did I?
As I stated before, you would not pose a challenge if we fought. Put your sword away, cat. Tell me your tale, and I'll tell you where your sister is.
How did you know about that?
When you live for 500 years, you begin to pick up a thing or two.
Okay, he puts the sword away and sits down, crossing his arms. What do you want to know?
Well, you could start at the beginning.
Me
That
and my
is a very
sister,
good place to start.
I will not hesitate to stab your tongue.
Sorry.
Okay. Me and my sister were orphaned at a young age. We lived off the land for a while. She took care of me.
How old were you?
I don't mean to interrupt. Just a second. My boss messaged me.
Oh.
Cut here. Cut.
Okay.
Cut the
Okay.
audio.
Okay. 1 hour 30.
She's... Okay. Since we're already here, what was the age we established, Ethan? 17?
That I don't think we established what age you were orphaned at.
Orphaned at? Oh, no. I guess we didn't. Okay.
Do you need to know how? Do you need to know how old Froggy is right now?
Well, he's like 23, right?
22.
22. Okay. And we said it was like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So
we decided you were 19 when you left. So 3 years.
Okay.
Although I
Got
suppose
it. Okay.
I suppose it's been almost 4 at this point.
Almost 4 years. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Back into it.
Okay. Start here.
We're starting again.
Oh, shut up.
Welcome
Okay.
back to Deal with a Vampire.
Okay.
Oh, my
Silence, and let Froggy tell his tale.
Yes.
How old were they? How old were you?
I believe I was around 19 when we got separated. I was orphaned. The earliest memory I have is when I was, I think, perhaps 5 years old. I know my sister, she was trying her best to feed me, and I think we were living in some tavern. Owners there were very nice, but that isn't important. I suppose you want to know what happens between us.
Yes. Yes, I would.
Me and my sister, we always wanted to get out of the Moonshine.
The Moonshine Isle.
Yeah, Moonshine. I'm sorry. Yes, Moonshine Isle. Okay. Yeah, the Moonshine Isle is in
Moonshay.
Moonshay. Moonshay.
I mean, I've only said it like 30
Sorry.
times.
I really, really like alcohol.
Another bottle,
Moonshay.
sir.
I always. I'm so sorry, Ethan. I keep messing up. Anyway, yes, continue. Me and my sister always wanted to get away from the Moonshade Isles, and she said she had found someone that could take us out, and I don't remember much. I remember something was going on between my sister and the boat captain, and I felt like I needed to protect her. Next thing you know, the ship is on fire, and we got lost at sea. I assumed she was dead for the longest time, but apparently she is alive. Still don't know how you even know about this, and how you even know she's alive.
Well, I did poke around inside your head earlier. I just wanted to hear you say it out loud.
Okay. Don't know why that would matter. Tell me what she is!
Well, it matters because how can you expect your friends to trust you if they don't even know who you are?
I look over at Urag and Alana. I feel a bit ashamed.
I'm tearing up, and I lean over and hug him. I just whisper in his ear, "It's alright. We all have people we're missing."
Alright, I shove him off. Don't touch me.
It's okay. It's okay, Froggy. I start hugging him again.
Did you do something to my sister? I swear to God if you have.
No, I've not done anything to her.
Then how do you know she is even alive? Where is she?
Take a guess.
Okay, he leans back in his chair.
You've already met her.
Okay.
I'm kind of thinking out loud. It can't be you, because you're hundreds of years old.
And also a human. Yes.
It can't be Alana. She's not a cat.
No.
Cool. I don't want to stab him with my sword much.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. I put my claws out and I grab Urag's hand and like dig into it from talking.
Froggy.
Can you shut up?
I'm sorry.
You talking over me.
I'm sorry.
So are you going to tell me? I mean, I have an idea, but just tell me.
I want to hear your guess, because I think you already know.
I look at her. I look kind of angry. And I stand up. I'm done with this. Come on, let's get out of here. I start walking towards the exit.
Very well.
I'm still kind of crying, but I say, I also have my mouth full. I haven't finished my roar.
Can he take some to go? He won't shut up if he won't have something to eat.
I suppose she hands you a paper plate. She says, "Tell the trickster I said hello." And Hubert opens the door for you and opens the portal.
Cool. I just walk through.
I wait and say, "Thank you for all the hospitality." And I hope that our paths may cross again someday. I have a feeling you tell some pretty nice stories. And I leave.
Okay. Alana is definitely drunk, and she stands up and follows you guys out, and she says,
Feels kind of awkward. It's like the third wheel.
It's okay, Lana.
Froggy, you never told me you
doing.
had a sister. Oh God, I don't know what that voice was.
That was like drunk Alana. That's what that was.
Drunk Alana.
You don't have a sister. Froggy has a sister.
No.
It's okay. I know what to do when people are drunk.
Okay, she downs the rest of her wine and puts the bottle down on the table and follows you guys into the portal room.
When we get
and then
back
she
to
falls over.
When we get back to our rooms, I'm making you some coffee, okay?
Wait, Froggy, who's your sister?
I ignore her.
What? You probably shouldn't talk about it, or he'll claw your hand.
No, Froggy, who's your sister?
Shut up. Ignores her again.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Did you hear me?
No.
Oh, I said, shut up, and then I ignore her.
Okay. Okay.
I said, Alana, he doesn't seem like he's in too good of a mood. I'm sure everything's going to be fine, though. Just, let's try to stay out of our way and make his life a little bit easier right now. He's going through some hard things.
Are you sure you don't have a guess?
Oh, I have a guess, I guess, all right, but I don't want to say anything in front of Froggy, if you know what I mean.
It would be the best thing for him.
I don't know.
I imagine Froggy has just
see.
stepped through the portal at this point. Is ignoring.
Oh
it.
yeah, no, he's definitely gone.
Yeah.
He's out of here.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Alana stumbles her way through it.
I don't know. We'll see where the conversation goes with Lady White.
Once again,
Walk through the
tell
portal.
the trickster I said hello. You walk through the portal. Standing in the center of the room, the three lords of the rogues, the Thieves Guild, are standing there waiting for you.
Cool. Froggy's pissed. He's charging at Lady White.
Okay,
he's
Alana's
going to-
also pissed, but in a different way.
That's perfect.
I'm gonna say Froggy.
I mean, she's drunk.
We have our weapons, right? Because we didn't get we didn't go through the checkpoint.
Yeah, we have our weapons.
Yep.
Cool. I take out my Swiss Army sword and I charge at Lady White. I don't attack her, but I put the sword up to her chest.
Okay. You run at her with the sword and put the end against her chest. Which sword?
Yeah. The Swiss Army sword.
Okay. I need you to specify that because you have two swords now.
Yes.
Are me and Alana back yet, or is he doing this while we're having the conversation on the other side of the portal?
Froggy, do you wait for them?
I guess it all depends how long their conversation is taking. Because I would assume that as soon as he stepped through, he locked eyes with Lady White and just started charging towards her. Okay. So they would probably walk in on it, or at least
walk in on it.
Okay, Urag, you and Alana step through the portal just in time to see Froggy plant the tip of his Swiss Army sword against Lady White's chest.
Whoa! Froggy! Let's calm down and try to be fairly rational about this.
Okay, he rips off.
Please lower your sword.
I am not going to do that. Froggy reaches over to the mask and tries to pull it off.
Make a dexterity check.
Yeah. This is so good.
Okay. Dirty. I'm so stupid. That is 22.
20. Oh my god. Okay. 22. Okay. You lower the sword and you lean forward and grab her mask and pull it off of her face. And because I don't imagine that you would. Well, maybe you could reach with the. No, yeah. You lean forward and pull the mask off of her face, and the moment you touch the mask, you feel three sharp objects poke you in the chest, just the same way you've got your sword up to hers, and you pull the mask off. You see that each of the lords has a rapier placed against your chest. And then you look up, and you have pulled the mask off of the face of a tabaxi woman with gray fur and green eyes and a chunk taken out of her left ear. And you recognize this person. Froggy, who is this person?
Gotcha. Okay. What the hell are you? Froggy puts the sword away, or let's say he drops the sword and he steps back and he's clearly distressed.
Okay.
Alana he kind of just turns around.
She says, "Are we fighting now?"
No, Lady White. You'll see in a sec.
Froggy, who is this?
I know who that is. That is my damn sister. Tricky, where the hell were you these past years?
Family reunion.
I'm surprised it took you this long, Magic Frog.
And I'm surprised you left me to he struggles with.
Well,
He's
to
very
be
upset.
fair, you also left me to die.
I left you to die. What are you even talking about?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
She
Okay,
says
okay.
nothing.
I can't believe this. I've been looking for you. For 6 months I was looking for you. All of my sources said you were dead.
Let me just update the thing because
Let's update the lore real fast.
yeah, let me just update the lore because because you've just changed it from 4 to 6 months.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, wait. I didn't know that was already established.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you and I talked about this.
I didn't know we talked. I totally forgot that we even talked about that. Or now that you mention it, I do
4
vaguely
months.
remember talking about this.
She says, "The storm rolled in, and the boat caught fire, and we both went down, and I washed up on the shore. Couldn't find
Yeah,
you.
so-
You never found me. I thought you were dead. Until about a month ago, when I heard that the king of a neighboring kingdom had been killed by none other than my dead brother."
I did not kill a king. You knew about this for 1 whole month and you said nothing. You should have.
What do you call this? Magic Frog, I brought you here. I will clear your name once you fulfill your obligation.
Why with the secrecy? Why not just find me?
Secrecy. If I revealed myself to every 2-bit mercenary, the Thieves Guild would be destroyed.
You are my sister.
And it has been 3 years. I don't know you anymore. I don't know that I can trust you anymore.
Oh, can't trust me. Are you serious right now?
Well, for
You're the one
thing,
hiding behind the mask.
and you're the one who pointed a sword at me.
Because you lied to me.
Never lied.
You should have told me who you were. Even if it wasn't in front of everyone else, you should have brought me to the side or something.
And what would that have accomplished?
Okay, he kind of looks. Yeah, he just kind of looks down and just fumigated.
What would that have accomplished, Magic Frog?
I thought we were family once. I thought you cared about me. But it's clear that even the family doesn't matter. I look over at Urag and Alana.
After being left to die, I have a new family. And she gestures to the other 2 lords who lower their rapiers and lift their masks off of their faces. Lady Red is a dark elf, and Lord Black is. He looks to be human. He has like a simple kind of like nicely kept beard, and they still don't say anything, but they reveal themselves to you. And she says, "You disappeared. I thought you dead. You didn't think to put out wanted posters or make it known that you were alive. No, you hid away.
Because I was
Never
trying to
revealed
survive.
yourself.
Get a new family. This is what we were trying to get away from, Tricky. Away from this life. And you just walked right back into it.
No.
At least I am trying to make a name for myself.
A name for yourself. By letting everyone think you killed a king.
Clearly that is not true.
Tell me which life is worse. The one that I forged myself from flame, made covenant with my new family, or the one in which you have been framed for regicide. Now, I have offered to clear your name, and if that is not enough proof that I still consider you family, then we can leave it that way.
Kind of away. He puts his sword up all the way. He just kind of fully holsters it.
They all sheath their weapons. She says, "You have one more task. Complete it, your name will be cleared, and we can discuss this further."
Fine. Okay, and he just walks back to Urag and Alana and just stands there.
Fantastic. Carlotta, please escort my foolish brother and his friends to their final task. And the three lords replace their masks, and they walk back through their respective portals. Froggy, I think I missed half of that. What happened?
He doesn't answer.
You can just say you tell her. And Carlotta says, well then. See, that's why you usually take your weapons. Never mind. Please follow me, you three.
Cool. Froggy leads them, but he's walking with a very powerful stance, unfocused, powerful stance. Yes.
Fantastic. She leads you back into the locker room and goes to unlock stuff, and then realizes that she doesn't need to this time. And instead she just turns around and she says, I'm sorry, Magic Frog. I was warned of this. I knew the whole time. I was instructed not to tell you. Please forgive me.
He glares at her while readjusting his armor and his belt and whatnot.
Very well. Your third task is to eliminate the necromancer.
Oh, is that all? Well, we're at it. We might as well conquer the entire kingdom.
That will not be necessary. I will.
It was a joke.
I will be taking you to the order, the paladin, the Inquisition. I will be taking you to their fortress
What?
and they will
So-
accompany you to the Black Mage's Tower.
Fine, lead the way.
Hold on a sec.
No holding on. Done talking about it, and we will get the task done. Urag, if you say another word, I will cut your tongue out.
You will do no such thing. Magic Frog, I understand that you are upset, and you are justified. But I will not allow you to take it out on the innocent.
I look at I look at her and I say, this doesn't make too much sense. Mirror
MinorIllusionShow.
thank you. Mirror Raviniak.
No, okay, I'm gonna type it into the chat.
Okay, yes, thank you. Yeah.
MinorIllusionShow.
Mirror Laviniak is allies with the Countess. Don't you think that might
Actually,
provoke?
I think you misunderstood. She
Yeah.
had
Mhm.
an offer from him
Yeah.
to help her
Oh, okay. So they're not
if
like
she
personal
allied
friends.
herself with them.
Even if she had agreed, I think what had happened was that we gave her another deal, and she's not really like on one side or on the other. It's just,
Yeah.
as long as she gets what
Okay.
she wants, it's
Yeah,
okay.
she was
Okay,
acting
they're not, like-
in the interest of her own people, not necessarily on either side.
Yeah.
I thought they were like close personal friends who are like, hey, I could do this thing for you, man.
I may have made it sound like that, but that is not the case.
Sure, yeah. Okay. I don't say anything except I have a worried look in my eye.
Very well. We will be on our way as soon as this one sobers up. And she taps Alana on the forehead, and she stops swaying. She looks around and she says, "Oh fuck! I feel horrible." Oh.
Whoa!
Very well.
Carlotta, where did you learn how to do that? Because after all of this, you need to teach me. You need to teach me all of that.
Have you... Maybe later. Follow me, friends.
Yes.
And she waves her
Yes,
hand,
later.
and a portal opens up. And she leads you through the portal. And as you exit to the other side of the portal, the first thing you notice is you are standing in a gigantic fortress in the side of a mountain. It's like Caer Callidyr if it was all made of white stone and wasn't in disrepair.
Oh.
So it's like partially in the mountain, and like there's a big wall around the courtyard, and there are icons of several gods all around the place. You see 9 of them. You see Aminator, Istis, Pan, Lathander, Coralon, Moradin. Shit. There's one more. There's 2. Well, there's 2 more. I remember one, but they need to be last. A god you don't recognize. Let's go with until I can remember it. And
Okay.
and finally a symbol of the Raven Queen. Who just for instance, they are a god of the sun and one of nature and one of glorious combat and the Istis is the weaver of fate, and Coralon is the elves the elvish god of like health and beauty, and Moradin is the dwarvish god of fine craftsmanship, and the Raven Queen is the goddess of the natural order of life and death. Specifically, the natural order. The second thing you notice is that there are two people arguing. The first voice you hear before you see them says, "You killed an innocent man. MinorIllusionShow, that wasn't his name, by the way, that was a title your order gave him, was innocent. He was a doctor. And you killed him in cold blood, along with his wife and children." And the second voice, who you now see belongs to a tall man wearing a huge set of plate armor covered in glowing yellow runes, who has a gigantic sword in his belt, says, "Necromancy is heresy of the highest order. To bring someone back from the dead through any means other than a blessing from one of the nine themselves is punishable by the death of the person casting it, the one who was resurrected, as well as those who fraternized with the mage." And then as you guys step out of the portal, you see that it is Fumblemore talking to the large man in the armor, and he says, "You claim to have been a friend of MinorIllusionShow. Then you had better be fortunate that you are fortunate that we do not burn you here and now." And Carlotta looks at them and says, "I think we have come at a bad time."
Okay. So, wait, I'm sorry. Maybe I misunderstood. Where exactly are we in relation to what's going on?
You are standing on the top of the outer wall. Fumblemore and the paladin are about 30 feet away from you, just standing on top of this wall.
Oh, okay. Cool. I walk up to them.
I do as well, and my eyes kind of dart from the paladin to Fumblemore to the statues of the gods.
Okay. Fumblemore notices you and he says, "Oh, good, you've arrived. Oh, fucking hell. You're being dragged into this too."
Unfortunately, yes.
Fantastic. And the large man in the armor says, "Carlotta, I hope you have not brought us weaklings and fools."
Don't worry, I'll get the job done. And I kind of size him up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, you size him up. That's a phrase. Okay, he's a tall man. He has a kind of a close trimmed graying beard and a bald head covered in which has some like tattoos on it. And he says, "Very well. You will address me as Paladin Magnus, and by no other title or name." And you are?
I am Matthew Throg, and unfortunately, I have this big oaf, and this is Alana.
Hello. She's still like. uh.
I apologize. This is Urag'Thak, proprietor
yes,
of the Blue
yes.
Unicorn, as he would tell you. You're going to say
Yeah,
it now
yes.
because you will not shut up about it.
The blue unicorn.
I don't
yes.
care.
Great.
You are here to
Paladin,
kill a
sir.
necromancer and for no other reason.
Yes. I'm also the chief of. Yes, but
I
yes.
don't care.
Yes, you do not care.
I don't care.
That is a word that you have said.
We set off in
and that
5 minutes.
I feel that you mean.
I don't care.
Yes,
I don't care. We set
you
off
do
in
not
5
care
minutes.
at all, yes.
He turns around and walks away.
Yeah.
He turns around, walks away, and begins shouting orders to the other warriors inhabiting this the courtyard below. They're all wearing similar plate armor that has been painted white and covered in runes, and a woman meets him kind of at the top of the stairs as he is shouting orders. She has some like close cropped brown hair and some like glasses on, and she's wearing a bright red gambeson. Oh god, I hope I'm saying that right. And she joins him walking down the stairs, and they begin discussing something. And Fumblemore says, you'd better be quick. I'm so sorry you've been dragged into this.
Don't worry, we'll get it done as fast as we can. Do not wait any longer than I have to.
Good.
Right.
Good. We move out now! You hear Paladin Magnus shout from below. And then a very large you hear a portcullis opening basically right below you, and you see the soldiers marching out of the fortress.
I kind of turn to Fumblemore and I say, "Yes, Fumblemore, we have learned some very interesting things. I feel that I should catch you up on them." And I turn to the others and I say, I'm going to speak with Fumblemore now. Y'all can go on up ahead. I'm sure y'all don't want to hear the events of everything over again.
You better tell me on the way. Okay, so before we continue, we're getting close to the end of this session. Oh god, I don't think that's... I think I said the wrong thing, Ben, if that's what you're sending me, Jake. Hold on.
Excuse me.
Don't do this to me. Stop! Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Okay, so we're getting close to the end. There's a little bit that I want to get done. It might be like 30 minutes.
Okay.
30 minutes?
Yeah, 30 minutes-ish. If you guys are okay. Sorry, I mean a brigandine. She's wearing a brigandine.
Ah.
She's wearing brigandine armor, not a gambeson.
Cool.
Got it.
Yeah, that's okay.
So 30 minutes, can we do that?
Yeah, that's fine. I
Okay.
might be kind of sleepy if I seem kind of slow react. That's why.
Okay. That should be fine. I'll just fuck it. Who cares? What? Oh god, what's the timestamp? 2 hours 9. Okay. And then I have to put these in notes in the file. Hold when I'm done. Okay, so you. Okay, so Froggy, what do you tell Fumblemore? Everything? Just like. No, not Froggy. Urag. Urag said he was going to tell Fumblemore
yes.
stuff. Sorry.
Yes.
What do you tell him? Actually, no. What do you leave out? Is potentially the better answer, the better question to ask. What don't you tell him?
I tell him. I tell him everything, and then very quietly, at the end, I whisper in his ear, the problem I'm having, Fumblemore, and why I come to you as a friend, is I cannot kill MinorIllusionShow. But I also cannot let him live either, because that might mess up Froggy and his sister's newfound, I guess, reunion of sorts.
Fortunately for you, that choice has already been made. MinorIllusionShow is dead. I buried him myself.
Then
I do not.
Then who is this?
I do not know. The Paladin Magnus and the woman who you come to learn. You learn her name is. You learn that her name and title, or her title and name, is Inquisitor Arden. And she is the second in command here. Paladin Magnus carries a big long sword in his belt. She carries a whip and a pair of flintlock pistols at her hips, as well as several daggers, which are kind of strapped into like things across basically a bandolier of daggers across her chest. And you're sure that there are several more hidden underneath her cloak. And they're about, I don't know. Actually, you know what? Let me just retcon something real quick. Paladin Magnus and Inquisitor Arden are the only two that come with you. The rest of the Inquisitors are not coming with you. I made that mistake because I'm getting too excited. We're getting close to something good. They lead you up along a winding path up through the mountains, and Fumblemore explains to you that you are. Hold on, I wrote it down somewhere. He explains to you that you are traveling, that you are on, you're on the Isle of Norland, because no one told you, and that you are traveling to the remains of MinorIllusionShow's tower in the northern part of the Jotunhammer Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys walk for several hours. In what time Urag tells Fumblemore everything, Alana kind of jumping in where he misses stuff, and Froggy is kind of the Inquisitors are up ahead of you. And I should mention their group is the Inquisition. Magnus is the leader of it, the Paladin. He's the leader.
Yeah.
And Fumblemore, he also explains to you that Magnus was the only survivor of the first raid against the first time that they raided against MinorIllusionShow, and the day that they killed him. He is the only Inquisitor that survived. 80 years ago. 80 years. He does not look 80 years old. Unlike Fumblemore, who definitely, or he doesn't look over 100 years old, while Fumblemore totally does. Yeah, Fumblemore's like 120 or something like that, I think. And you guys continue wandering through the mountains until you reach kind of a pass where it's almost like a canyon or a tunnel kind of formed in the rock. There are two cliffs above you that kind of jut out over the path that you're about to walk through. It's a little bit like the thing that you have to walk through in Skyrim on your way up the... Fuck off! Don't breathe into the microphone. Jonathan. Don't breathe into the microphone. Are you falling asleep?
No.
Don't breathe into the microphone.
Oh. Weird. Okay. Sorry.
It's like in Skyrim when you're wandering up the throat of the world, the tunnel with the troll in it. That's not really a tunnel, but it's got cliffs on either side of it. It's like that. There's no troll.
Okay.
There's no troll, I promise. And at the entrance to
Not
this,
another troll.
At the entrance to this, Magnus stops the group and he says, "When we continue further up here, be ready. We do not know where MinorIllusionShow is hiding. However, we do know that foul magics are emanating from this tower. It is just up here." And then he draws his longsword, which bursts into flames as he does so. And Arden pulls her whip out and readies it. And they begin
Flamey sword.
trudging up through the snow, up through this canyon tunnel thing. And Fumblemore grips his staff and he says, "Well, we'd better go." Ah, fuck.
I'm already gone.
Okay, you follow them up. Okay, you guys follow them up, and as you reach the exit of the tunnel, you see the tower. It is in a state of disrepair. There is no roof. The stones are charred and blackened. The stonework is crumbling. You can see there's what used to be a second level, except the wooden floors have gone, and you can just see the stairs that are kind of like curling up around the outer wall of the inside of the tower wall. Actually, I have something to read to you. So the tower is crumbling after 80 years of weather and erosion without care for it. The stones are scorched and covered in soot. There are two burial cairns in front of the tower, kind of off just off to the left of what used to be the entrance. And as you guys walk up close and you inspect the area, you look at the cairns. They each have there's a post sticking out of the ground at the head of each each of the stone piles. The first one has a gold necklace wrapped around it, with a ruby set into the necklace, the thing on the chain. And Froggy, because I imagine you probably go to touch it, you reach out and touch it and find that you cannot remove the necklace from the post. The second post bears an effigy of bones from a large bird. Its wings are spread in flight, and it is also enchanted so that you may not remove it. Emanating from within the tower is a faint warmth. And Urag, as you look inside the tower and investigating the heat, you notice that it is coming from a terracotta pot, which has been upturned and placed on top of several bricks, with a candle lit underneath it. Huddled next to the pot is a humanoid figure wrapped in a tattered black robe. Its purple skin is covered in bruises, and as it raises its head to look at you, you see its eyes are pools of the night sky, and long tendrils hang from its face, obscuring its nose and mouth.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
That's the end of the description.
Is it a mind flare?
Paladin Magnus looks in, sees the Mind Flayer, and draws his sword, and he shouts, "Kill it!" And the Mind Flayer bolts to its feet and raises its hands in, like, hold on a moment. And it says, Wait, I mean you no harm.
Talking mind flare, ooh.
Yeah, it talks. You see its tentacles move as it talks.
Okay, I go up to it and I say, "Greetings, strange tentacle monster.
Kill it.
I am Urag'Thak.
Move aside, orc, or I will cut you down as well.
I'd like to see you try. We will conduct ourselves in a respectful manner. If something is here that does not pose us a threat, we will not kill it."
Do you know not what this creature is? What it is capable of?
I don't
Okay.
need to know that.
Alright,
All I know is it is not hurting anyone.
While they're having this conversation, I walk towards it.
Okay, it puts a hand out toward you. It says, Wait. I mean you no harm. I am only the guardian of the tower.
I calmly grab his arm and I put it down, friendly like.
Okay, he looks at you and he says, thank you, friend.
As this, I stab him with the Swiss Army sword.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, come on! Okay. Do I see this?
Yes.
I think everyone sees this. I think everyone's seen this.
Jake, you can attempt
Okay.
to make a dexterity saving throw to stop Froggy from stabbing the Mind Flayer.
Do I need to roll again?
Yeah, make a roll to hit.
Okay.
And, danger sense.
Fuck
Will this
yeah,
use
it
danger
will.
sense?
Froggy does this shit all the time. See, just you look at Froggy and your danger sense goes off.
Godzilla.
His spidey senses go off. Okay.
What'd you roll to hit, Jonathan?
16.
I'm trying to do math. Can't math. 24.
Me.
Eh,
Okay.
24.
Um,
Damn.
Yep, I have a +8 on my Swiss Army sword.
Jesus Christ.
Because it scales to my dexterity.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
The...
Roll that.
Oh, God. Well, the Mind Flayer definitely doesn't have 24 armor. Okay. You... Fucking hell, Jonathan. Okay. No, yeah. You raise the Swiss Army sword and you pull it back and prepare and go to stab him. And just as the sword makes contact, there is a bright light from behind you, and suddenly the tower is empty.